And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for Hood Schifino. .54 left in the second quarter. Back to Tatum. Pass to Brown. From deep. And Brown knocking down the triple.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Halliburton for three. And again, it's Indiana with a three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Brown. Give him 8. The shake. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Jordan with it. Takes the three. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Monster buzzer beater. Helps carve into that deficit. It's anyone's game now.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Boston out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
Lots of interchangeable parts. They can throw different lineups at you. Keeps you guessing. And changing it up, my favorite segment, social media posts. Oakland Zoe wants to know, what's your favorite snack?
I can guarantee you on this one, Ernie. Shaq does not do snacks. He does meals.
Well, I must correct you, my good friend Kenneth. I do Shaq-size snacks. I live by my own rules.
Why wouldn't you correct me? You always call me Kenneth. But those are Shaq-size snacks. They're a giant 5-course meal for most normal people.
That's what you say.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Stan, your coaching career started in the 1980s. How are players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly are just better.
The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then there's James Wiseman, and it's Simmons in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
The previous play is under review.
Smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still keen.
And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. Number 1, the Celtics.
It was a joy to watch these guys play. Constant ball movement and player movement. Defenses were worn out by the end of games.
So it's Boston now. Tatum way outside. Gets rebounded by Goodwin.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
From deep, Jordan sends it home from three-point land. Jordan's got 27.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Dudley passes to Tatum. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Now here's Tatum.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Dudley. Launches it. Indiana with a rebound.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
They set the pick. Fires for 3. And Walker with the 3. And it's a 4-point Indiana lead.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Brown with it. Oh, sweet move. Oh, okay.
Oh, my gosh. Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Jordan with the bucket.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Boston's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Dudley passes to Tatum. Three-pointer, no good.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from it.
Good on the bucket. Jordan's got 32 points in the game.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Dudley after the basket by Indiana. Outside, Brown. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Goodwin. Goodwin's got 11 rebounds in the game. Jordan. And he banks in the layup. Jordan's got 10 points in just the second half.
I just love the ball movement.
Celtics trail by 9. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back.
Oh, rise up, Jaylen Brown.
A big athletic finish by Brown. Polishing off the lob pass with authority.
Outside Walker. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Jordan. 1:07 left to play in the third. Now here's Walker. Back to Jordan. Hey, expanding his range. Yes. Great play by Walker to set it up. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Outside Tatum. And he lobs it up to Jason Tatum. Go up and get it.
What a pass and what a slam. Tatum finishing off a pretty alley-oop.
Pass to Walker. Nembhard outside. Now here's Jordan. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Indiana.
He hit a couple. From range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. So Boston. Change it up. Timeout called. Celtics. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what the Celtics head coach was saying to the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. On the court for the Pacers. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Then there's Walker, and it's Goodwin in at the 4. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And we've also seen them attack from the post. A lot of key possessions have ended with them scoring on the block.
Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick. Bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star. Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
From deep, here's Simmons. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball. Yeah,
when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
The Pacers pull it in.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Jordan against Simmons. Ooh, the turnaround jumper. Count it. Jordan's got